Everyone says the first time you do something in life is the hardest, but the more you do it, you get used to it. So here I am today doing my first video from my own life experience in relation to sexual abuse and suicide. Hi, my name is Camelia and I'm here to tell you today that healing is possible. It has been possible for me and I pray it will be possible for you too. I have experienced throughout the course of my life since early childhood, I've experienced mental, emotional, physical, all throughout my childhood. And then as soon as I reached my teen years, I've experienced sexual abuse not once, but multiple times, more than I'll ever actually probably be able to remember. Um, well, newsflash. As I said, healing it's possible. If a year or 2 years ago I could not even remember or think about it without crying my eyes out, um, I've experienced a spiritual awakening actually in August 2 years ago. And when I've been through the dark night of the soul and through all that phases of my spiritual awakening, I knew at that stage that I really have to change my life. I really have to heal because I've lived in depression up until that stage of my life. And I wasn't happy on the outside. I was always putting my best smile on and telling everyone to be happy and how happy I was. But on my inside, I was actually always just dying and I had so many holes to fulfill because I didn't know how to accept myself, because I could not accept my past, because it was so traumatizing for me to be abused for a couple of times over the space of 2 or 3 years. And then by the time I reached age precisely 18 and a half, actually I was, when I wanted to commit suicide. So yeah, it hasn't been an easy journey actually, but when I went through that spiritual awakening, I just knew that I have to do something to actually heal my own past and accept my past, accept myself, embrace myself for who I am and who I became in the process over the last couple of years, trying to change my life and improve myself. And I have went into therapy, and for me personally it has been the best thing I could actually do for myself in order to for my release, for my healing, and to change my life for the better. As I said, it's been hell. I'll never say it was easy. It has been hell for me even to go through healing and going to therapy and actually open up in front of someone else, because growing up in my family, I was not allowed to speak. It was a case of just, like not allowed to speak up basically. So for me, in order to speak up and say it out loud, in my own words, what I've been through, and tell that to my therapist, for me it has been already the first step I took in my healing, because nobody else knew actually what I've been through except for my spouse. He was the only person in my life who actually knew. I didn't tell my children, I didn't tell anybody else, because it was so much hurting me that I just could not cope with taking the words out. But once I've taken it out of myself, I've already felt a relief just by doing that one first step, not keeping it myself anymore, and just having someone else in my life that knew about it. It helped me so much with my healing journey. So yes, therapy helped me a great deal to overcome depression and all of my traumas. And I've experienced something phenomenal this year in April. For the first time, actually, I have done face-to-face therapy. Otherwise, so far it has been online, because my therapist actually, it's not in Ireland where I live at the moment. She is actually in my home country, in Romania, where all of my abuse and trauma took place actually. And haven't I left Romania, maybe I would have still committed suicide, but I had a great opportunity that occurred to me, and that was to leave my country. And I was very lucky to be able to actually escape the toxic environment I was living in, and I flew to Ireland, where I've experienced respect for women, which I've never actually experienced in my home country. Now, of course, not everyone in that country is abusive or awful, toxic people. Unfortunately, it was just my life experience and my life path actually to have met some of the most toxic and possibly awful people on the planet, and to go through healing, to go through the forgiving process. It has been life changing. And this April I have done therapy face to face, and for a week actually I have done something I've never done before. I have actually done intensive therapy every single day, session after session, and that's when actually I could really let go and have that release, when I truly felt that I could actually leave everything behind. But up until I had my spiritual awakening, and up until I went into therapy, what helped me over the last couple of years to overcome, not to overcome, actually, I didn't really overcome my trauma up until this year, but what has helped me survive, actually, truly, if I can say that way, it was just surviving. Actually, it has been books. I have plenty of books here. I have plenty of books on my Kindle. I'm like a book nerd, obsessed, whatever. Yeah, so I turned to books. I've started reading books about psychology, how the mind works, self-help and motivational books, and all those amazing books written by amazing people from all over the world. And what I figured out was that, wow, I was so in love with books that I've actually started writing myself, which I found writing as therapeutic process. It was so healing. And I started writing poetry, and then I started dream bigger, and I turned into writing more lengthy books, words, and I wrote a novel. Well, if you look at my social media, you'll probably be like, wow, you talk about this book for like the last 9 years. Yes, it's true. I talk about this book for the last 9 years, and it's still not out. Why it took me so long? Because I have changed over the last couple of years. I've worked on myself. I've read lots of books. I went to lots of seminars and conferences to learn from speakers, from great people from all over the world. So it took me a long time. The first draft, it only took me 2 or 3 months to finish it. It's always a matter of like weeks or maximum of 3 months to rewrite, to revise my book. But I have changed so much that the book has changed over the years. As you can imagine, I wrote a book about a female character, and that was pretty much me. So I couldn't actually leave her the way she was in the initial drafts, because she was very traumatized, insecure, um, lacking confidence, and all of that actually. So I'm delighted to say actually that the book is now on the final stages, and I'm still playing in my mind with dates when I should actually publish the book. I'm considering perhaps April next year, just to publish it, self-publish it on time for sexual abuse awareness month, so I can create maybe a lot of videos like this, and maybe going deeper into telling my audience about my own experience in relation to abuse, and all that. However, I don't have the mind, I don't have the date set in mind yet. If you would like to be kept up to date with the release date, you can leave me a comment below. I'm going to organize over the next couple of weeks an emailing list, and basically I can put you all your names down in a mail list if you contact me, and I can all let you know when the book comes out. But that's not going to be a big concern, because I will update my social media when the book will actually finally come out. But yeah, this girl I wrote about, she has been through many life experiences that I've been through, and eventually she found her inner peace, she found her happiness, and she found her joy. If after half of my lifetime I was able to reach this state of peace and joy, fulfillment, happiness within myself, I couldn't just let my character die with depression, when she could actually have like a happy ending, if I can say it that way. So yeah, I just wanted to share this quick video with you about my life experience. I have been through sexual abuse, I have been suicidal, but I've made it through. And once I decided that I will not take my own life, I never looked back. I never ever even thought about suicide again. So if I was to pass a message to you now, the message for me to you from the bottom of my heart, it's just to never ever give up on your life. You are a beautiful person, you have a beautiful soul. If you are here watching this video, that tells me so much about you, about your determination to get through this and reach the end of the tunnel and find the light in your life. So yeah, just never give up. I'm all turning red now because it was my first video doing this, and I've never thought I'll do anything like this. But yeah, all the best, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.